Hey y'all, it is Andrea here at VW Family Farm, and I hope you guys are ready to have some fun. So this video is going to be a lot of fun, but first we have to open up the shipping department for the soap here at VW Family Farm. So let me show you what that's going to look like. Okay, so it's literally me here in the garage. I'm the shipping department. But I got to get these soap orders packed. I wanted to mention this because there is a limited amount of soap left for Christmas gifts. I think I still have plenty of time to get it to you guys. And you just need to go to vwfamilyfarm.com. I'm going to put a direct link down below. And I wanted to mention for the next few days, I think there's maybe 4 or 5 days left, you can use code VWFF and you can save 10% on the entire website. So that means the soap, if you want like to pay a deposit on bulk beef or pork, like a whole or a half on either one of those, you can save 10% even on the deposit for those. So we're talking a good little chunk of change. And then if you are wanting something shipped to you, I will go ahead and give you 10% off of that as well. But I've taken shipping boxes off the website because it was just too complicated. Letting shipping boxes sit there waiting to be purchased. I had to hold those out of inventory for local people, and it just got complicated. So really pretty much anything is available to ship to you guys. You just need to shoot me an email and tell me what you want that to be. And instead of just adding it to a cart on there, I'll figure it up, send you an invoice of exactly what you would owe along with the shipping, and I will give you 10% off of the items that I'm shipping. So just reach out. I'd love to do that. I don't know if I said this already, vwff@yahoo.com. The code is VWFF. Let's get started and pack some soap, and then let's get to the fun. All right, we've got several packages to send out. We have some soap left, but I would encourage you to head over there ASAP if you're interested. Now, let's go inside. All right, so we are inside. We are gonna do something fun that Emily has been wanting to do for a while. But first off, it's gonna involve our freeze dryer. So we gotta get it turned on, because the first thing with the freeze dryer is to turn it on. It's going to get prepared and everything. I think that takes about 15 minutes. So let's get that started, and then we're gonna go in there and get our experiment ready. All right, I have recruited some special help for this video, but our most asked question a few weeks ago after we showed that we had gotten a Harvest Right freeze dryer was, how economical is that? That seems like that is going to use a lot of electricity, and that's not very environmentally friendly, and just a lot of comments about the cost of operation. So I wanted to address that at the very beginning of this video. So according to Harvest Right's website, and there's multiple videos out about it, and I may do a dedicated video in the future on the electricity costs, and maybe use our own electric bill as experimentation, which is a little difficult to do because there's a lot of varying factors that go into your electric bill. It does say that it can be between $1 and $2.80 a day, depending on where you live and your electrical costs for energy in your area. It could cost that much to run a Harvest Right dryer per day. So you're looking at anywhere from like $30 extra a month to maybe $90. And that's if you ran it every day of the month continuously, which a lot of people do. I want to go ahead and say that. We have used it tremendously. It's been such a help here on our farm that it's taken things that have sat in our freezer forever, and it's just going to be a great thing for us. But I did want to address that because that was our most asked question. Okay, so let's get to it. First off, before we get to the fun, I want to show you some things that we have already used it for, and I've got some taste testers here to kind of show y'all what the food tastes like, because that was another question, is what is that going to taste like? All that kind of stuff once it's done, because it sounds good in theory, but if the food's nasty, yeah, that's gross. Okay, so I found some of the nicest looking taste testers you're ever gonna see.
I just started.
Say hey.
Hey.
Say hey.
Hey, go hey.
All right, so first we're gonna show you some of the things we've already freeze dried, and we're gonna kind of taste them for you. What, Emily, first off, pick out of this pile, what's your favorite thing we've done yet, and kind of tell them about it, what it is and stuff, and maybe taste it.
That's hard. These taste like Cheez-Its.
Okay, so you want to go with that first?
Yeah, because I like cheese.
Okay, so they don't even know what that is.
This is cheese.
What kind?
I don't know. This is the cheese. Do you like the beauty vloggers? Cheese. This is our silicone packet.
It's an oxygen absorber.
Never mind, it's not a silicone packet. Anyways, this is really crunchy and it tastes like the white cheddar Cheez-Its.
So we have really all enjoyed the cheese. That was just a big block of cheddar cheese I had got on sale from Azure Standard, where I buy groceries. And just to be truthfully honest, it was starting to mold. And rather than lose it all, I trimmed it up and got it to where it was just the good fresh cheese, cut the end off of it, chunked it up, freeze dried it, and it is just like a cracker, like a cheese cracker. It is pretty amazing.
We good on salad.
Yes, Emily said it would be good on salads. It really would. It's almost like a cracker slash crouton, so we've really enjoyed that. You can see we have that in a half-gallon mason jar. That's not something, you know, you hear them talk about freeze-dried food will last like 25 years. That's not really packaged to like last. We don't have it in the Mylar bags with the oxygen absorbers. Those are fairly inexpensive when you think of like preserving your food, but really you can eliminate those altogether if you're not trying to preserve for years and years and years and years. So the way that is, we will eat that in plenty of time for that to still be good. Okay, Lane, you ready to pick something?
Just on my pick.
What?
That was your pick?
Just on my pick.
And we've got our, just keeping it real, we got our messy school shelf right behind him.
Lane's not a
That's
part
all
of it
Emily
anymore.
Huh?
So that's all Emily stuff.
I said Lane's not a part of it anymore.
Aww. Tears.
We're skipping over the carrots because me and Lane are picky eaters.
I really like the carrots though.
Very weird.
It'd be good in ranch.
Yeah. They're, okay, at least pull one out and show them show them what it's like.
This is a carrot. It breaks.
They are chip-like.
Yeah, with ranch it'd be good. I don't want it, you can eat it.
Disclaimer, they do like carrots, but they're teenagers, so it changes every day what they like and don't. But I've actually taken the carrots and rehydrated them. So that is one of the things that I have cooked with since I have dried them, and they were fantastic. They were great. I actually put them in a chicken noodle soup, and they just rehydrated themselves while I was cooking them. Really, really good. They were still crunchy, but then obviously I cooked them, so they weren't crunchy when they were done, but they were good. Okay, Emily is calling this mystery meat. It's not mystery meat. It's meat that we actually cooked. We raised this turkey and cooked it for Thanksgiving. It was delicious, and then we actually have multiple bags of this. Now this we did seal in the Harvest Wrap bags, and they're sealed up. It came with the... What did you eat?
I inhaled strawberry.
Yeah.
Does.
Those are powdered.
They do, the strawberries are powdery. Okay, back to the meat as Lane chokes over there. We have turkey from here on our farm. This was a ham we actually bought because we don't have any smoked and cured meat at this point. That's coming next year. But so we have multiple bags of that. Now that we did seal our package with our freeze dryer. Maybe all of them do, I'm not exactly sure, but they come with the thing to seal these. These bags came from Harvest Dry, and they have the oxygen absorbers. So these are set to last. We've got those actually put up. These are some more carrots packaged the same way. What are y'all eating on?
I'm done.
So we showed them the carrots and the cheese. What are you eating now?
Blueberries.
Blueberries. These are really good. There's actually, I think it's this bag. There is some raspberries thrown in. They're good too. Maybe a couple blackberries. These are really crunchy.
Yeah.
Really good. I like them like on yogurt, or I've put them in cereal. They're really crunchy. These to me, now this is so terrible. We're comparing all this to junk food. You've already said the cheese tastes like Cheez-Its. We do have a time in our past, it's a dark past, where we used to eat junk food cereal like every day. There, I said it. It's off my chest, okay? But these taste like the berries in, what's it called? Captain Crunch berries? Or Captain Crunch with berries, or
I don't know, berries and crunch.
berries and crunch. These taste like the berries. These are dried blueberries. Delicious. So you can put them in a healthier cereal and they really do kind of liven it up. Same with the strawberries. I used to eat Special K red berries like all the time. And these are just like the strawberries in there. These are really good. A lot of this you're hearing us talk about, we have just eaten it without even rehydrating it. We're just eating it freeze-dried.
Yeah.
And this may be the best thing of all.
Yeah, I like the bananas.
It looks like sand.
These would probably be the best, but we got them too powdered.
Well, you got to get them dry though. We probably should have sliced them a little smaller.
Yeah, because they
You just don't breathe when you chew. That's the only thing. Just don't breathe and chew.
Hold
your breath,
wet with
chew.
your spit.
And then show your teeth.
Mm.
And then they get on your teeth. But they're really good. But this was an entire, okay, we've eaten some of them, but I had a whole bunch of bananas, literally a bunch, that was going bad. Sliced them up and dried them. They're good.
Yeah.
I put these in some healthy cereal too, and some oatmeal. These were really good in oatmeal. So that's what we've done so far. But today, we're doing something totally unhealthy.
Because I saw it on a TikTok video.
Because Emily saw it and she's been wanting to do it. Sometimes you just gotta live a little and do something your kids want to do for fun. So this is not something I would recommend feeding your kids every day. I actually had to have Emily go to the store and buy these because we didn't have any.
Yeah.
But it is taking hard candy, specifically Jolly Ranchers, and freeze drying them and looking at the results. So this is gonna be kind of cool because I've looked up how to do this. So we've got these Harvest Right trays. All right, so we're gonna take these parchment paper sheets and we're gonna fold them in half lengthwise. They're about the right size to fit on these trays. And then we're gonna tear them, and each sheet will do 2 trays. So while we're doing this, I was talking to someone the other day, and Emily, why don't you start unwrapping? But we're gonna keep these separate. We've got blue raspberry.
Because those are the best Jolly Ranchers.
We're gonna do those on a tray. We've got original, and then we've got tropical. But I was talking to someone the other day that was new to our channel and kind of honestly new to this whole idea of this homestead lifestyle, getting back to healthier eating from scratch, blah, 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 that we're all interested in. I don't mean to trivialize it, but there's so much to it, you guys know. And they were like, I watch your YouTube. This was someone I knew in real life, or I had met in real life. And they said, I watch your channel, and I love it, and I love the idea of it, but I just don't think I could do that. And I say, girl, we don't do it all the time. We try to do good most of the time, but we still mess up, and we're not like saying we're 100% doing good all the time, because
To be honest, we eat Chick-fil-A sometimes on our meat runs.
we do. It's true. And that's one thing I want to encourage you guys about. Like, this freeze dryer is helping us put some food back, and healthy food that we've been able to grow or maybe purchase. But that is helping, but that doesn't mean we're perfect all the time. We're not, and most people aren't. And people that are, I commend you if that's what you choose. If you want to never like cheat per se, but I think sometimes we just give certain foods a bad rap, and some of them deserve a bad rap, but that's fine if that's what you want to do. But I think sometimes it's time for some of us as homesteaders to be real and to quit acting like we're perfect all the time, and that our kids have never had a fast food hamburger or whatever when we'd had a long day or whatever, because that kind of puts out a perception to people new to this that they can't live up to, and they especially can't live up to when they're beginning. So I think we just have to be real and not put up this fake persona of that we're some perfect, our families have never had a teaspoon of sugar or flour or anything like that, because that really kind of pushes people away, I think, more than it does draw them in. Anyway, on to the experiment with Jolly Ranchers. All right, first tray is ready. Good job, Em. You're 17 and you unwrap those so well. And Lane is 18. How does it feel?
To be an adult.
Awful. They expect me to do adult things now.
I know it. It's terrible, isn't it?
They try to make me fill out my own paperwork now. Because I'm an adult.
The pediatrician.
Just say that part.
Yes, we went to the pediatrician this morning for a checkup, and they had Lane fill out his own paperwork, and he was appalled that he was having to do that now. But that's what happens when you're a man. Okay, so the cool thing about this, I hope you can hear me over the pump running, but it's gonna tell you exactly what to do. So it says load food, close drain valve, and then continue. So I'm gonna open this for Lane to start loading, and then I'm going to close the drain valve, and we'll be ready to roll. This parchment paper is not required, but it sure does make cleanup easier for things that might stick, and I have a feeling these might stick. All right, we'll keep you guys posted. Emily has an idea what this is gonna turn out like. She's seen a video. I really don't. I have no idea what to expect from this.
Okay, so it's the next morning and they're finished. So we're gonna taste test. Okay, so you can see on the screen it says open the drain valve. So it's on the back right here. And you're just gonna twist it open. As this defrosts, there will be liquid that comes out. So we have a jar, you can put a bucket or something down there underneath this valve, and all the water will go in there. Okay, so now that we have opened that drain valve, we can just open this door and try one.
Da, 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 da.
Y'all ready for this?
You ready?
I'm gonna do this one.
Oh, that's hilarious. Is that crazy?
That's crazy. I want a blue one. Actually. Blue ones are the best ones.
Pull all the trays out. Let's look at them. Like, you can take,
Ooh,
yeah,
they're
take them
cold.
out. Wow. This is so hilarious to me.
Look at
You wanna take
those
that one?
two. Those are the tropical ones.
Okay, now that didn't do as well. We may have
No.
to do that some more. Y'all can just eat them or do something with them.
Yeah. Okay, so once you make sure that the food is all freeze dried and done, we can move on with the process with the freeze dryer, but if it's not, we're gonna have to stick them back in there. So don't press any buttons on the freeze dryer until you taste the food or break it open to make sure it's done all the way through. Okay, so here we go.
Okay, don't inhale the powder, because
Yeah,
that's one
that'd
thing
not
with
be
the
good.
strawberries. We've about
choked.
yeah.
That's so good. It's just stuck all my teeth though.
What's it taste like? Give us a description.
It's kind of like styrofoam, but it's like good styrofoam. It's very sour.
Good styrofoam.
Yeah. And yeah, it tastes like a Jolly Rancher. It's just poofy. It's not hard.
Public service announcement. This is not something you should eat on a daily basis.
Probably not.
No. Those look really hard.
Okay.
Ready? Oh! Don't break those teeth. Yeah, those aren't done or
No.
something. And it's not because of the flavors, because these two right here were both out of the original package of original flavors. That was tropical. This was only blue raspberry. And you can see blue raspberry did fine. And there's blue raspberry in those two as well. So
One thing
I think it's just, what do you think? Go ahead.
I think it might be the top tray because we've had to do this with one other thing.
Yeah,
I just don't think the top tray gets as dried as the other things.
might be. Keeping it real.
Yep, keeping it real.
But you can always just stick it back in there for a bit. But in this case, we probably won't, because I don't even think we'll, I'm hoping the kids will not eat all of these. I'll say that. And these, I mean, it really doesn't matter. This is not something we're trying to store long term anyway.
We'll just experiment.
All right, let's wrap this up.
They're chewy is one thing. Thank y'all for watching. This is really cool. If y'all are looking for something cool to do, do suggest this because they're good and they're cool. Maybe don't do as many as we did though. So thank y'all for watching. We will see y'all on the next video and God bless. Also, harvest rights are on sale right now for a big Christmas sale, and it also comes when you buy one with a Premier pump. And if you're wanting to get one, please use our link in the description.